I don't even know where to start, really. I've been doing this online ministry since I became a Christian, since I was a baby Christian, since I was a blonde baby Christian, about 1.5 years ago. I started on TikTok, and the reason why I started it was because the Lord really convicted me about what I was doing on social media, how I was glorifying myself and my body before I came to Christ. And that was my main reason why I started it. I never expected it to blow up. I never expected to have a YouTube channel or to speak at conferences or to do amazing stuff online and like glorify God like this. I never expected that this would be my calling, nor did I ever even imagine that this would be my calling. And I'm so blessed and I'm so grateful that the Lord has called me to do this. Like I said, amazing opportunities have come up and I've learned so much and I've grown, and I feel like in my Christian walk with God, I've lived like 10 years. But with that being said, I love it and I love this ministry, but a lot of the enemy's voice has been coming into it lately. And you know, in this 1.5 years, I've gone through ups and downs. I've gone through really, really high highs of like, oh my gosh, this is amazing ministry. I'm doing well. It's going great. But I've also hit like the lowest of the lows that I have in my entire life. And recently, I think I've hit that. I have updated you guys and told you guys about when I have been overthinking my ministry, or when I've just been allowing the enemy to make me think about the numbers and me focusing on that, or my pride gets in the way, or my ego gets in the way, or whatever. I'm only human. In this ministry, whatever ministry you're in, whatever the Lord's calling you to do, like the enemy's gonna go after you. Once you step into God's call for your life, step into that, the enemy's only gonna try to bring down God's kingdom more. And I feel like this past month, I've been ready to say I'm done. I've been ready to say I'm gonna leave this ministry. I've been ready to say I don't want to do this ministry anymore. I've prayed to God and say like, God, I don't want to go into ministry. I don't want to do this. Like, why couldn't you call me to a different job? Why couldn't you call me to a job or a secular job? Like, why do I have to go into ministry? Why is this the call that you've placed on my life? Like, why have you given me this online ministry? Like, why? And I've kind of sat there and I've prayed these prayers so much. And a lot of you are probably like, why, Katy? Like, the Lord has given you such this amazing ministry. And yes, he has, and it's been a blessing. But honestly, I've been listening to the enemy's lies. I've been listening to a couple lies. The most of the time is like that I've peaked, that nothing good is gonna come out of this, that the Lord has given me all the blessing that he has left for me. And I know that's a lie, but subconsciously I think that. Number two is I don't think I'm good enough, is I think that I have used all my good material, that I'm done. Like, I know that's a lie from the enemy, but just that I have nothing good to say and that my words don't matter. And then three is just lacking motivation. I've lacked so much motivation because of those two things, of not thinking I'm good enough and because I think I've peaked. And it's been hard to kind of get through this wall of remembering that it's not about myself, that it's remembering it's about God's kingdom, and God will give me the strength and God will give me the motivation. But I've sat through so many nights this month and so many nights in the past couple months of like being like, God, why did you put this on my life? Why did you call me to this? And I've been struggling. I want to say I'm done with this ministry, that I'm done. And that's what's been going on. And yesterday I kind of sat down with one of my professors and I kind of slipped in that I don't know if I should be released from my ministry, or how do you know when you should be released from your ministry? And this guy just encouraged me of like, Katy, it's about the one. And I've said this in multiple videos when I'm feeling off track, and this is something God is constantly reminding me of, is like, it's about the one. I could say, God, why don't you call me into nursing? Why don't you call me into teaching or a secular job? But I would be missing out on the call that God has placed in my life. And some people are called to be teachers. Some people are called to be nurses, and that's their call. And that is what the Lord designed them for. And that is what the Lord placed in their lives as a calling. But for me, I know deep down in my core that my calling is to do ministry. I know that deep down, no matter what I face, no matter my family's opinions, no matter my friends' opinions, I know that my call is to do ministry. And I feel like the enemy has been trying to take that away, because the enemy's not going to go after your weaknesses. Like, the enemy's not going to go after the things you're not good at or the things that the Lord hasn't called you to. The enemy's going to go after your strengths. And I feel like recently the enemy's just going after this ministry that the Lord has given me. And he's been going after my ministry with my job, and my school, and with like my online ministry, and just everything has been going wrong with money, with like family stuff, regarding my calling and stuff like that. And I don't want to go too much into it because there is some things that I don't want on the internet, and that's okay, and that's okay. What I really want to emphasize is where the Lord calls you, he will equip you. And I'm saying that as I'm struggling so hard to stay in this ministry and struggling so hard to stay in the call that God wants me to be in. I'm struggling so much with the Lord placing this purpose in my life because I pray all the time like I don't want it. But then I read the messages from you guys that say like, Katy, I gave my life to Christ because God used you in this video, or Katy, you've helped me in this regard and the Lord has used you in this. And I see those comments and I remember why I'm doing it. I remember that it's about the one, that it's about the one person, that it's not about the 200K, it's not about the 8,000 people, it's not about the number, it's about the one person that comes to Jesus and their eternity is changed. And that's why I want to do this ministry. And that's why I'm in Bible college. And that's why I'm working in a church. And that's why my whole life is changed and surrounded by Christ and doing things for his kingdom, is because I want to see you in eternity. I want to see you in heaven. And I'm sorry this video is so emotional. I honestly didn't think I would cry. But that is why I'm here, and that is why I'm continuing to be in Bible college and continuing this ministry, and why I'm not going to stop, because I want to be done. But I wouldn't be done for the right reasons. I would be done out of fear of what's next. I'd be done out of letting the enemy win. I wouldn't be done for the right reasons. Things are going to change in my ministry in the sense of taking care of myself more and focusing on mentorship in my life and focusing on getting that in my life, but I'm not done. And I know that because there's so many people that are still lost, and so many people who are probably watching this video who are still lost. And I think about, wow, that's amazing that 200K people follow me on TikTok. Like, that's amazing. That's a blessing that the Lord has given me. But there's still so many more people that are lost and that don't have that joy, don't have Jesus in their lives, that are lost, who were me at 2 years ago. There's so many people like that still. So my ministry is not done. And I'm going to continue to use what the Lord has given me and what he's equipped me to do for his glory and for his kingdom. I love you guys so much. Like, I can't tell you. Honestly, I just want to cry when I say that. But like, I cannot tell you how much I love you guys and how much I value you guys and how much I love this ministry that the Lord has given me. So, with that being said, I love you and I'm praying for you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.